But yeah, so it was all about calm and collective this time.
Yep.
I might go. What?
I definitely want to play more though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Practice with you, with my Zetter for sure.
Yeah,
So.
our sessions have been fun. We need to do them more often. Yeah, it was Rudy or Potter. If you're gonna fight for, yeah. We didn't seed the Amy bracket.
All right, so this should be really interesting. Abaasy showing the dominance most of the time, but Fatty definitely bringing it. Definitely, it's never a dull set between these two. And
oh yeah! Oh yeah! You're right. Sorry, they put on Merchant Port's song, and I kind of nutted.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
Phil.
you're good. But yeah, no. Every set that they've had has recently been like either last game, last stop, or really close to.
Yep. And Fatty showing that he can take it.
And he's starting with Kragg. Last couple times he actually went with Orcane and gets the Papa John right off the bat. But you know what I love about Fatty?
Oof.
Wow.
Wow.
You can't even tell if he's mad because of his glasses. That's what I love about him.
Maybe that's a part of the gameplay right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, getting fared into double jump downer is like part of the game. It was unfortunate that he DI'd out on the last hit of the combo.
Yeah, for sure.
You just never know when to DI out against Forsburn. Like right there was a perfect time to DI out because he could have refreshed his jumps, but like the other time he couldn't have. So it's just like sometimes it hurts.
Yeah. Oh no. Gets that rock out of his hand as fast as possible.
You do not want to be caught out with your rock out. Not a good place.
Interesting aggression right there. I feel like Abaasy should have known that he was definitely going to go for another smash attack right there.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That confused me. That confused me. It looked like he did the bless when he got hit.
Yep.
That was weird. But, so Abaasy creating new clone tech and just being the best. You know, one thing that Fatty does that's really good is, first of all, he does those, like, nairs on the rock. But one thing he could do to improve that is when he throws it down, he does the break cancel nair. So you can still get the same angles from the rock, but you immediately double jump after you hit it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah,
Sunglasses coming off.
Ooh. Let's be serious, boys.
But yeah, I'll have to like show him some stuff because break cancels are really nice. You can do it with down air as well. So if they're covering low on the ledge, you can hit the rock and immediately double jump. And so like the shards go down and you double jump up.
Yeah. Which is really good.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Yeah, with jumps out of it. That was really important.
Good stuff.
With the nair break cancel, you get those rocks sent upward, and you can combo it into a fair. So like it's really good against people like Edalus, for example, because you catch them with their high recovery.
Yeah.
And then the down air break cancel is really good against people like Forsburn, for example, because you send the rocks down, so you can't really go to the wall.
Yeah,
and then you're up in the air ready to cover the high teleport.
Yeah. Yep.
So like they all have
Covering
uses.
options out here.
Yeah, man. Oh,
that's
catches
gonna
him right
take
as the rock comes up and takes him down.
Phone just died. Hey. Glad I can bring that fire commentary.
Yo, what up, Wilby? I didn't see you in the chat there. How you doing, my man? That's like grats or grits? I feel like that's like.
I think that's grats.
It probably says grats, but I'm gonna say it's grits because he also has like the Western hat. He's looking to eat some grits.
Yeah, you're right.
Which are like potatoes or something, right?
I think it's like gravy and potatoes, maybe, or something like that.
Chat, what is grit? What are grits? It does say grits. I was right.
Ooh, there we go.
Get the hell out of here.
SBS with the read. All right, so what's grits then? I've had grits before, but
it's like tri-state thing. No, there's definitely a food that Southerners have called grits. Like there might be a tri-state thing.
But it's definitely a Southern thing, too.
It's definitely a Southern thing as well. Well,
it's cornmeal.
So
okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's definitely
so
right.
People from Tri-State compliment things by saying it's cornmeal. I'm going to say that in Arizona. Instead of that's grits, I'm going to say that's cornmeal.
I like it, honestly.
Fatty, though, taking that early stock. That was nice.
So the difference between Fatty's Kragg and Fatty's Orcane is that Fatty's combo game as his Orcane
is insane.
Really strong. Really strong. And he's told me that multiple times that he feels very confident with his
Oh yeah, he was
with his
going
combo
for frame
game
7
for his Orcane. but the difference is that his recovery and his movement
much more suspect.
Yeah, for his Kragg is he just feels much more confident about it.
I think his actual onstage movement with his Orcane is pretty good too. It's just the recovery that suffers more than the Kragg, because his Kragg has some really good mix-ups.
That's little change.
Yeah.
That's a tiny bit of change right there.
Ooh, he knew that wasn't
DIN.
clone.
Yep.
Get out of here. 3 stocks to 1. See, this is why I said earlier in the set that I was surprised that he started with Kragg, because his Orcane does so well against Abaasy historically.
We'll see. I think you definitely want to test it out.
That tech was really cool, because like he didn't have to tech, and I feel like he was almost out of hit stun anyway, but he did.
He did.
And he
showed that he's
a good boy.
he's a good doggo, whale doggo.
He like went straight down, but somehow still was able to tech the sidewall. I love it.
Yep. You're right. Definitely right. I think they're extremely different, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God. The back air.
Speaking of that,
RoA. Speaking of recovery being an issue. Honestly, that could have just been like a panic side B.
Oh, I feel like I was pretty positive that Abaasy was gonna go for that too. Ooh, but
yeah, there it is.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I was right with him. Like, oh man, he's going for it. No, he's got the read.
Yep.
And then nothing happened. It's like he didn't have the read. I didn't have the read.
There we go.
Chef didn't have the read.
Chef didn't have the read.
We didn't start the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah, Breadsticks Orcane is good as well.
The
biggest difference between them is Breadsticks off-stage game is way better.
And
just like I feel like Chef or Fatty does.
Fatty neutral.
Fatty
is very different than
much slower.
Yeah.
Much slower.
Yep.
Much more
He's
deliberate.
bringing on the Kragg. He's bringing on his mechanics as a Kragg main onto his Rana.
And or his Orcane.
Yeah, I mean,
but you know,
Orcane,
one of the scariest things about Orcane is when he's standing there doing nothing. Like, you think that Edela standing there doing nothing scary, Orcane standing there doing nothing even scarier, because he has a frame 7 down smash. So he's like, dude, approach me.
Very
Stands
fast.
there, and then
wow, that was
that
smart.
first stock.
So smart.
He does like, okay, frame 7 down smash if you approach from the ground. Oh, you want to jump over me? Jump up smash, because up smash in the air is my up air.
Yep.
And so like him doing nothing is so scary. And then
too good.
Orcane standing there down tilting at you is actually just impossible to get around.
Yep. Ooh, I think that delay right there was really smart, actually.
Oh my God! 2 quick stocks,
Let's
and
see if
Fatty is just on
Let's see if
fire.
Abaasy can retaliate, but I don't know.
It's hard to come back, but if there's one person in the scene that can do it,
Abaasy, definitely.
definitely Abaasy. Oh, and
Smart.
excellent. Uses his
clips
air dodge
onto the
and
stage.
his double jump to get back to side B with this clip, like you said. So good.
Yep. So what Abaasy needs to do is I see him DIing in a little bit too much on these Orcane combos. It's very similar to Kragg, actually. You want to DI in. I mean, not DI in. You want to DI out,
yeah.
and then you want to DI towards the ground so you can hit that tech.
Absolutely. And one thing that he needs to do better as well is edge guard him. We saw him go for the clone edge guard on the last stock, but Fatty was able to get back.
Wow.
Takes it with the back air, just raw on the new stock.
Fatty
but clone destroys Orcane off stage.
Yep.
And especially the way Fatty plays it, clone destroys him.
Yep.
You have to know the timing, you have to know when to throw out clone and where to throw out clone.
Yep.
But it can knock him out of the side B animation and either knock him off stage or knock him into you for a combo. And so basically you send clone to the ledge and you cover the puddle
Clone
and
is
everything's covered.
Extremely good edge guard option. Extremely. So Abaasy looking like he wants to switch, but I'm going to say, in my opinion, I think he should definitely stay. Yeah, okay.
Abaasy doing the classic, what he does when he's down,
color change.
he switches to the Arizona Forsburn. And who can
summons
blame
the
him?
power of the minerals.
Who can blame him?
We good?
All right.
All
Yep.
Right, cool. Ooh, okay. So
it looks like
I don't
me
know.
fighting.
I think it's pretty even stage, in my opinion.
Yeah, the one thing about this stage is there's 2 really, really big platforms for Abaasy to use his stellar movement with.
Yep.
But on the same hand, one of those platforms is so high up that recovering to it can be problematic, especially when there's an Orcane ready to charge forward smash you with a puddle.
That is definitely true. Oof.
Oh, gets back though.
I'll also
Spikes
say that Abaasy definitely wants to cut off that movement from Fatty. Yeah, and he wants to.
Oh,
sorry, I'm just so focused on this right now. Yeah,
that
this
was
is
so
intense.
close to dead. He was like a pixel off,
gonna take
and
it.
just because he was a little bit off on that down strong, Fatty actually gets the stock first and that's huge, especially after the momentum he's carried into the last 2 games. And you can tell, like, Fatty or Abaasy right there threw out a parry on the ledge when Fatty didn't even jump. He's nervous.
Yeah.
And that happens. And, like, I do it too. But that's exactly where Fatty wants him to be right now, is not sure when he's going to attack and just afraid of his buttons. Because his combo game is so good right now. Look at this. Wow. 84% already on this Forsburn with only 20 on his second stock. Oh my god. Up strong. Oh, splits the uprights with that up strong. Doesn't even get the clone. George saying no, but gets the parry on the side B, and Abaasy looking to fix his edge guarding game.
Yeah,
and Combust does not die. That excellent DI from Fatty.
Oh, that's
but
going to kill, though.
Not able to tech
Sends him to the depths.
That was impossible to tech. It was just a little bit off.
Yep.
Oh, and see right there, Fatty needs to recognize that there is a puddle. And he did it there, but he ate about 40% when he could have just recovered for free.
Smart.
Oh, the parry! Yeah, that should have been a down
that
strong or an F strong,
exactly.
but it's okay because
It's okay. He still has this. He's still in it.
Abaasy though is looking real strong. Like how he turned around that first stock, Fatty did. Abaasy did that with his second stock.
Oh yeah,
and just cleaned up. Absolutely fantastic.
We thought that Fatty was.
It looked like
so strong that in the beginning of that game, but Abaasy showing that he's not giving up. He has the resilience
of a rhino.
Of a hyena that never stops.
He has the resilience of a North African swallow.
There we go. There we go. Perfect.
That's not my fucking job.
Okay, so
you won on Aramata and Tower.
Yes. Was it Aramata?
What? I'm pretty sure it was Aramata. Yeah, but definitely Tower as well. It's not my fucking job. Pay attention, kids. There's not always going to be commentators telling you where you won on.
All right, I think this is the scary zone for Fatty right here.
It is.
We see this so many times that Fatty's just playing extremely well.
So if I'm Fatty, I'm going to talk up here. I want to pick a big stage because Abaasy is suffocating on small stages.
Smart.
And yes, he does it. He does it. He picks the big stage.
All right, we'll see.
I highly agree with this. The only issue that he's going to run into is Orcane recovering without his extra little recovery tricks that he hasn't picked up yet on tall top platforms. However, he did win on Air Armada, so it may be a non-issue.
Yeah.
And right away, this is dead, dead center.
This is the parry.
Right, oh yeah, that could have been actually a parry into a stock had he just nailed that.
Yep.
Also, another thing that's important to note is the charged puddle up strong will not reach these top platforms on this stage.
Oof.
But that's not really a huge deal because you can catch people dropping through. Wow. Up strong will take it from Abaasy though.
Coming from the Forsburn Master, how would you DI that at?
You have to figure out which side he's hitting you with his cape. Oh! And so one thing you'll notice that when Forsburn throws his cape above his head, it comes from behind him first and pulls it towards the middle of him.
Okay.
And so if you are behind him when it starts, you need to hold behind. And if you're in front of him when it starts, you need to hold forward.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because see right there, see he couldn't have gotten up strong on that if he tried. Yep. Because he held in, or he held away, which is essentially you don't go anywhere.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oof.
And if you are directly above him when he hits, you want to hold in front because you're going to go with it.
Did you see that? He
read
that he was going to roll.
Yeah, that was so good.
All right.
Oh,
pressure,
up air.
Pressure.
Aerial up strongs, exactly even percent.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that Fatty definitely wanted the reverse, the back hit of Fair right there.
I think he did, yeah, the bubble butt.
The bubble butt. Ooh.
Oh, DI's in on that and actually survives for it. DIing in on Fair when they're looking for a downer confirm is actually kind of like really good against Forsburn. Oh, that was so good! Ooh. That was the first time we saw him do anything like that, and he takes a stock!
Take it. Wow.
It's really good against Forsburn because a lot of times when they go for that downer confirm out of a Fair that you DI in, you get the spike hit of downer.
Right there.
Abaasy could have, but Nurse setting in maybe a little bit. And oh, he's eating all his bubble damage now.
It's extremely scary for
bubbles
both players right here.
So frustrating when you're at a high percent.
Yeah.
When you are on
the
ropes.
Fatty, and Fatty should have used this right now.
Oh, absolutely. I would absolutely. Because he can totally parry it and just get the kill. But you get as Fatty, you want to make him do it.
Smart.
Oh, he messes it up, but he still gets the cape. And Abaasy going, ooh, seeing some emotion. Oh.
Here we go. This is
okay,
it. Last
gets the puddle down on stage. 59% for Abaasy.
And
Ooh, this combo game coming out from Abaasy is so good. And this puddle is right next to stage. Abaasy misses the down strong.
Flubs coming from both of them right now. The nerves are real.
Oh my god, yeah. Abaasy missing 2 key down strongs this set. One of them he actually still did come back and win the game, and he gets rid of the combust.
Wow.
Gets parried for it, but the combust is no longer on deck, and so that is a winning situation, even though he did not come out on top. Oh!
Back air.
Combust on deck. This is last stock, last hit situation. Ah!
That's gonna take it.
Oh.
That's gonna take it. Wow, that was
If he
really,
DI'd up
really
and in,
close.
he would have survived,
Yeah.
but that's the only way he would have.
I think that just caught Fatty off guard. I
Yep,
think that just caught him off
absolutely.
guard.